So, we're going to keep it rolling. Don't forget Chris, your bartender. Very amazing actor as well. One of the better improvisers you'll ever see. And a hell of a guy. So, be patient and give tips. Monetary tips. Monies. Crikey, mate. Remember that was fun? This next comedian has been on Stiletto Show, the stand-up in Stilettos show on the TV Guide Network. She's also been on other television shows, and she does stand-up comedy all over town, and she's extremely funny. So put your hands together for Sheila Ratner!
Stand-up in Stilettos. I know that Stiletto show sounds like I'm a paid sex worker, and that's not true. Hello, thank you. Got a little earthy laugh there. I am so happy to even be here, to be able to walk. I moved to Santa Monica recently. Sorry, I'm just doing a little rearranging. And someone's asked me if I wanted to do the steps. As soon as I found out it wasn't an AA meeting, I was like, I'm on board. An innocuous-looking flight of stairs? What could happen? A lot happened. I didn't move for 3 days. The only audition I could go on was as Laura in the Glass Menagerie. That was the only one I was even right for, dragging the lower half of my body. God, I love Santa Monica. People are driving cars that are running on pancake batter. Everybody's hugging whales. Awesome. People are taking their time at the pedestrian walk. Oh my God. Doesn't matter if there's nobody behind me and I'm going 40 miles an hour. You're going to jut out just to show me you have a right to cross. Halfway through the zebra crossing, we're going to open a bottle of Pinot Noir. We do a reading of Molière play. We're taking our time crossing this zebra crossing, aren't we? I spend hours deciding how to throw something out. If it's plastic, put it here. If it's cardboard, if you rescued an animal in the last 2 weeks, put it here. If you voted Prius, put it. If you voted for Obama, if you voted for Romney, what the fuck are you doing in Santa Monica? Oh my God, a young gentleman the other day asked me for money, and I said, I'm sorry, I have no money. He said, you didn't look like someone who hates the entire African-American race. We've made quite a leap here, haven't we? I don't have any money, now I'm the bastard child of Rush Limbaugh and Michelle Bachmann. How did we get here? How did we get so far so fast? It didn't matter, because then a lady who thought she was the Queen of Spain walked by and he got distracted, so it was awesome. Oh my God, I went up north for the holidays. I went up to San Francisco, which was great. Tanked up the car, yeah! Got some books on tape. I like to listen to NFL coaches' memoirs on tape as I drive on the road. It's really, get out at the 7-Eleven and tackle someone. It's very gratifying. Threw on an adult diaper. I'm like, let's get there in under 5 hours. Let's do this. There's something about sitting in your own urine as you tool up the 5 that is just really gratifying. And I did. I made it in 4 hours and 47 minutes. Ever since that astronaut tooled down to Florida with the adult, I've been like, brilliant. It's brilliant. The best trip I ever had was coming down. I had gone to Oaksterdam, which is a happy little place where Oakland meets Amsterdam, and if you have a medical marijuana card, it is just, you'll be there all day. And had the adult diaper ready to go. My friend bought me a small ball of hash. I ate it, chased it with a double espresso from a very self-conscious San Francisco coffee house that I visited, and then remembered I had Jane Fonda's autobiography in the trunk of my car. You have not lived until you've driven down the 5 listening to Hannah or Jane tell you how Ted Turner took her over Denver in a helicopter on their first date. That's the secret. That is the secret. Let me tell you something. I was in Tijuana before I realized I had completely overshot my limit. It's the most absorbing car ride I've ever had. It was awesome. I used to live in West Hollywood, but I just traded in the used condom wrappers for stroller accidents. It is like nuts here. I love it. But over the holidays, I rented some films, which I love, like holiday movies. I rented a BBC mini-series, and this woman said, my father is experiencing reduced circumstances. And I'm like, I love it. Can't go to Puerto Vallarta, I have reduced circumstances. It just sounds so much better than I can. It also implies they may come up again. It's a wonderful, positive statement. And I rented Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley, and the farmer looks over at Keira Knightley and points at her and goes, I'm sorry, that is my lesser attractive daughter. Keira Knightley is the lesser attractive daughter? I would have been sold for a pound of lamb manure and a wedge of Cotswold, God's sake. These are very high standards, and Keira is the runt of the litter. Jesus. This is not easy stuff here. Thank God I'm funny. I guess I would have been the, town crier and amused people in the town square. They would have put me to death if you're comparing me to Keira, I'm very glad I'm funny. I love doing stand-up. I was thinking the other day, if I didn't do stand-up, what would my ideal job be? And I thought, I'd love a job where I don't have to wear a lot of makeup. I have time to work out every day. I meet my basic needs. I want to be incarcerated, I realize. I just want to go to prison. I just feel like everything would just become much more simple. Same orange jumpsuit every day. I don't have to decide what to wear. No snacking between meals. There's absolutely none of that. Meet other people who've killed people, interesting people. It just simplifies everything. It's also frightening. The world is frightening. I passed a construction sign the other day that said absolutely no drugs or alcohol will be tolerated on this work site. Do you remember when it was just a given? Given that the guy operating the Caterpillar hadn't had 3 mojitos for lunch? Sort of take that for granted that we're not all hammered at work? The doctor will see you now? He's not even loaded? Awesome. And the healthcare situation in this country. Last year I got a doctor's bill for $600. I had a precancerous freckle removed from my face. The woman said it was elective surgery. I said, oh, okay. I had a boob job, that's elective surgery. If I'm obsessed with former first ladies and I get surgery to look like Pat Nixon, again. It's a choice I'm making. Having something removed from my face that could kill me? Yes, I'm electing to live. I'm electing to live! That is the choice here. Come on. No one is sticking to their assigned task. Nicole Richie is a published author. Is anyone else worried about this? I feel this could indicate the end of civilization as we know it. I mean, really. No one is sticking to their assigned task. There's some whole group that wants Oprah to be in the Senate. Wonderful talk show host, not a senator. Not a senator. I went to a Dodger game, Hello Kitty threw out the first pitch. Why is there a cat on the pitcher's mound? Why do we have an Asian cat on the pitcher's mound? No flea collar inside. We have a farm system. These guys work their way up to be in Major League Baseball. Now you're just going to put a tabby out there for no apparent reason? Why are Hansel and Gretel witch hunters? What the fuck is going on? Can we leave anything alone anymore? No. Now Hansel and Gretel have to have Uzis and open fire on the fucking gingerbread house. What happened? This is not a good sign. And it's the reality shows. Last week on the finale of The Biggest Loser, they ate the lady who hadn't lost enough weight. Just took her out to an island and grilled her over an open spit. It's like Top Chef meets Survivor. It was awesome. It was really good, but I mean, first night of The Bachelor, who's here for the wrong reasons? All of them! All of them! These are horrible people! They moved LA to be on a show. I'll kill my mom for 10 grand. These are the people we're talking about. My mom visited recently and we were talking about, she said, I'd like to go see Jay Leno. I said, forget the 300 million Americans call him Leno. You go ahead and call him Leno. She said, can you give me a ride to the pet company? I was like, Petco? Petco? Pet company? Kind of formal, isn't it? Images of little tabbies doing my taxes for me in 3-piece suits? What are you talking about? She said, we were talking about how much I I love math, and she said that's a good thing to keep in mind for when the laughing stops. Laughing stops? Just gonna be one day when everybody stops laughing at Sheila Ratner? I'll write a memoir when the laughing stopped. By math professor Sheila Ratner. Maybe I can get a signing